The journey of Sana, from silence to fluency. In a bustling small town surrounded by lush green hills, lived a bright and ambitious girl named Sana. She dreamed of traveling the world, meeting people from different cultures, and working in a multinational company. But there was one hurdle she couldn't ignore: her lack of confidence in speaking English. Although Sana had studied English in school, she often stumbled when trying to speak. Her words felt heavy, and her sentences awkward. What if people laugh at me? She thought every time she tried. This fear made her avoid situations where she had to speak English, even though she knew it was essential for her dreams. One afternoon, as Sana sat in her cozy room flipping through an old travel magazine, she came across a quote that caught her attention. "The limits of my language mean the limits of my world." The words stirred something deep within her. That evening, she made a bold decision. She would no longer let her fears define her. It was time to break her silence and expand her world. The first step: talking to the mirror. The next morning, Sana stood in front of her bedroom mirror, her reflection staring back nervously. She took a deep breath and said, "Good morning, Sana. How are you today?" Her voice was shaky, but she kept going. "I am fine, thank you. And you?" At first, it felt awkward, like she was talking to a stranger. But as days turned into weeks, these small conversations with her reflection became her routine. She narrated her plans for the day, described her favorite food, and even practiced introducing herself as if she were meeting someone new. The magic of listening. One day, Sana's elder brother handed her his old MP3 player. "Here," he said, "it's full of English songs. Listen to them whenever you can." Sana wasn't sure where to start, so she played the first song on the list, Imagine by John Lennon. The melody was beautiful, but the lyrics were a puzzle. Determined, she found the lyrics online and listened repeatedly until she could sing along. Soon, she expanded her playlist, adding podcasts and even English news channels. She particularly enjoyed a podcast where travelers shared their adventures. Listening became her favorite part of the day, whether during her morning walk or while cooking with her mother. Finding her voice through reading. One rainy afternoon, Sana borrowed an English novel from the town library. It was a simple story about friendship and dreams. Instead of just reading silently, she decided to read it aloud. At first, she stumbled over words like extraordinary and entrepreneur. But Sana didn't give up. She sounded out each syllable slowly until the words rolled off her tongue. Her younger cousin, who often visited her, became her audience. "You're getting so much better, API," he exclaimed one day, clapping enthusiastically. The notebook of dreams. To further strengthen her skills, Sana started keeping a small notebook. Every day, she wrote about her experiences, no matter how mundane. One entry read, "Today, I learned a new word, serendipity. It means finding something good by chance. I feel like this journey is my serendipity." She challenged herself to use her new vocabulary in sentences. When her friends asked about her progress, she shared these words proudly, often weaving them into casual conversations. Overcoming fear. The real test came when her best friend invited her to a study group. Most members were fluent in English, and Sana hesitated. "What if I say something wrong?" she thought. But her friend reassured her, saying, "Everyone makes mistakes. That's how we learn." At the study group, Sana introduced herself nervously. "Hi, my name is Sana, and I'm here to improve my English." To her surprise, everyone welcomed her warmly. They even encouraged her when she stumbled, correcting her gently. Thinking in English. One evening, as Sana was helping her mother in the kitchen, she had a realization. "Why do I always translate my thoughts from Urdu to English?" she wondered. From that moment, she made it a habit to think directly in English. When she felt hungry, she thought, "I want to eat," instead of mentally translating from her native language. This simple change made her speech more natural over time. Joining the club. Sana's town had recently started an English-speaking club, and she decided to join. The club meetings were vibrant and full of activities like role-playing, debates, and storytelling. During one meeting, Sana volunteered to tell a story. She narrated a simple tale about her childhood pet. Though her grammar wasn't perfect, everyone applauded her courage. It was a moment of triumph that fueled her confidence. Technology as a friend. On a late-night scroll through her phone, Sana discovered language learning apps like Duolingo and HelloTalk. She connected with a native speaker from Australia who wanted to learn Urdu. They exchanged messages, helping each other with grammar and pronunciation. She also found YouTube tutorials on English pronunciation and started practicing tricky words like schedule and comfortable. The rewards of patience. Months passed, and Sana's dedication paid off. One day, while helping her father in his shop, a foreign tourist entered and asked for directions. To her father's surprise, Sana confidently guided the tourist in English. "You spoke so fluently," her father said, beaming with pride. That evening, Sana reflected on how far she had come. She remembered the nervous girl who had once hesitated to speak and felt a deep sense of accomplishment. Your turn to shine. Sana's story is a testament to the power of persistence and belief in oneself. Whether you're just starting or already on your journey to fluency, remember that every small step counts. Speak daily, embrace mistakes, and celebrate your progress. Like Sana, you too can find the courage to break your silence and let your voice be heard. The world is waiting to hear your story.